Well, growing demands for the return of the airline to the skies might not be a bad idea, but renowned economist and MOB's Don Ramathan Ggoobi says it will be a gamble, especially at a time when the market is dominated by aviation giants from the Arab world and Europe.
It failed first because government stripped its assets by privatizing some of the sections in the airline which used to make money. That's ground handling. Ground handling is so critical for that airline at Entebbe, because I heard from those former managers that ground handling alone contributed about 65% of the revenue they used to earn. And they sold it, to a private individual. And when you go to Entebbe, actually, that's the only business there for Uganda. Anyhow, it's making a lot of money. I think they only own some stairs to go in the plane, and a few vehicles and a few things to clean up the airport and so on. And they're making, huge amounts of money. Unless government is going to take back anyhow and own the ground handling, that would make sense.
He cautions that the government should not be hasty with the move and not to succumb to pressure from sections of the public who demand for it, simply because Rwanda, Kenya, and Tanzania have national carriers.
So these senior members of our community are saying we need really to have the rationale of creating the airline very well defined, and this shouldn't be just for strategic or political reasons, because now I think it's because of the pressure which is being fed on government that we need an airline. Yes, we need an airline in Uganda and in the region, but I do not think we really need an airline for Uganda. Maybe we need to revive, and this is the view of some of these senior managers who have been in the industry for quite a long time. We need to revive the East African airlines, now that we are in the East African community.
Today, the spirit of integration is present, and perhaps the right time to revamp a regional carrier.
Why do we have these small airlines everywhere dotted? Rwanda has, Uganda has, Tanzania has, then Kenya. How are we going to really run them in a smaller market like ours? Airline business is a very, very expensive business to run. You need to work on sales revenue maximization model, not profit, because we are not suited for such big kind of a market where you can have an industry run on profit maximization. So you need to maximize sales by flying so many, routes.
Ugandan enterprises have a long history of mismanagement. However, he is optimistic the airlines could succeed if run a scales model, adding that probably government should borrow a lift from the effective companies such as the National Water and Sewerage Corporation.
When you involve government in business, that business will not work. And I think even in this one we are trying to revive, we must learn a lesson from there. Let us do it the way, for example, we are doing it at National Water and Sewerage. Let us almost privatize the management. If we own the entity, at least let management be purely private. You can hire a firm to run your airline, and they give you dividends as a shareholder. And also you can even also sell some shares to private individuals in Uganda. It's something very, very critical which government should think about, not own the airline as government. Because government is amorphous. Government is a hoax.
Uganda Airlines was birthed following the collapse of the East African Airways in 1977, after financial difficulties deepened with both Tanzania and Uganda struggling to pay their outstanding debts for operations of the airlines, or directly missed them.